Hello and welcome to News Blitzer. In 1895, the great American traveler Mark Twain visited several places in India, eventually reaching Benares and attending the 1896 Kumbh Mela. At first, Mark Twain was taken aback by the sight of millions of pilgrims washing, dipping, and drinking from the Ganges. He recorded his astonishment in his book A Tramp Abroad. He wrote, 10 steps below that place stood a crowd of men, women, and comely young maidens waist-deep in the water, scooping it up in their hands and drinking it. The sewer water was not an offense to them, the corpse did not revolt them, the sacred water had touched both, and both were now snow-pure and could defile no one. Yet, by the end of his visit, Twain's perspective had shifted. He wrote, for ages and ages, the Hindus have had absolute faith that the water of the Ganges was absolutely pure. The Hindus have been laughed at these many generations, but the laughter will need to modify itself a little from now on. This shift in Twain's view stemmed from the work of microbiologist Ernest Hanbury Hankin, who accompanied him to the Kumbh Mela, while little did Twain know that he inadvertently witnessed a pioneering discovery that would have a lasting impact on global health, thanks to the waters of the Ganges River. During that time, Benares frequently experienced cholera outbreaks due to water contamination. These epidemics often followed large gatherings like the Kumbh Mela but also occurred sporadically at other times. However, Hankin noticed an unusual pattern. Though cholera was rampant in Benares, it did not spread widely beyond the city's vicinity. Determined to understand why, Hankin, who worked for the British Raj, tested the waters of the Ganges for contaminants. He first collected water samples near the sewer outflows at the bathing ghats. Under examination, he found millions of cholera-causing coliform bacteria in each cubic centimeter of water. Yet, within 6 hours, all the bacteria had died. To further investigate, Hankin retrieved water from around a floating corpse near the cremation ghats. Again, the water teemed with coliform bacteria, but within 6 hours, they had all died. To test his findings, Hankin repeatedly introduced fresh cholera bacteria into the Ganges water. Each time, they died within 6 hours. However, when he placed cholera bacteria in uncontaminated well water, they multiplied rapidly. Hankin was baffled. Though he could not explain the phenomenon scientifically, he concluded that something in the Ganges water was preventing the spread of cholera. In 1896, he published his findings through the Pasteur Institute, but the scientific community remained skeptical. 2 decades later, French-Canadian scientist Félix Terrel, in collaboration with the Pasteur Institute, further investigated Hankin's observations. Conducting research in Benares, Terrel discovered that the Ganges contained an unusually high concentration of bacteriophages, viruses that infect and destroy bacteria. These bacteriophages were responsible for eliminating the cholera bacteria in Hankin's samples. By killing cholera-causing bacteria, these natural bacteriophages in the Ganges water prevented outbreaks from spreading widely downriver. Following this revelation, Terrel collaborated with Major Reginald Milone and M.N. Lahiri from the Hankin Institute, as well as Russian bacteriologist Igor Nikolaevich to conduct further experiments. They introduced phages into wells near crowded pilgrimage camps, significantly reducing cholera cases. At the time, neither Terrel nor his colleagues fully understood what bacteriophages were. Terrel theorized they were biological organisms that reproduced by feeding on bacteria. Others, such as Nobel laureate Jules Bordet, believed phages were bacterial enzymes. The true nature of phages remained unknown until 1939, when Helmut Ruska observed them under an electron microscope. In 1921, Terrel published The Bacteriophage, Its Role in Immunity, detailing his studies. His work led to the widespread adoption of phage therapy in Western Europe. It was further researched into and is now successfully used to treat cholera, diarrhea, Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, and colorectal cancer, among other illnesses. This groundbreaking medical discovery originated at the 1896 Kumbh Mela in the supposedly polluted waters of the Ganges. Did Indian ascetics intuitively understand the river's purifying properties long before science could explain them? Could this be why the Ganges has been venerated as a sacred and purifying river for centuries? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and if you have not already done so, do subscribe to our channel for more cutting-edge news, special reports, and analysis. Thank you once again for watching this video.